What's up, guys? Ken over here at Backbody Mystery. Right now, we're in recovery. Today, we're going to be talking about Batman and Spider-Man villains. Not a versus, but who has a better impact in their respective universe. I got my partner in crime.
I'm Clay, you know.
I got a special guest, Courtland. They are from Facts Your Feelings.
Our channel mainly focused on trending topic, news, pretty much everything. Nothing's off limit. Check it out.
So today we're going to be going over Batman and Spider-Man villains. We're going to kind of give a brief description, or I'm going to give a brief description about the impact they have made in their universe as villains, and we're going to kind of have a discussion about who has the bigger impact. So before I get started, subscribe, like, and share. That's the best way to support the channel, and let's get right into it. So y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. So Rajal Ghul up against Hobgoblin. So Rajal Ghul, global extremist, save the world logic, mass casualty ideology, immortal long-term game planning, try to recruit Batman into doing evil, eliminate kill scale is 10 of thousands. Threat level will be considered like maximum on a global extinction risk. He hasn't killed notably any superheroes along his journey. Now Hobgoblin, goblin style terror, bombing, execution, chaos, attack Spider-Man through fear and confusion, legacy changing than Norman. Kill scale is dozens to 100. Threat level is considered high, but he's an urban terrorist. But Hobgoblin is frequently seen more than Rajal Ghul. What do you all think of those comparisons? Who do you think has a better impact?
Probably Hobgoblin. I think Rajal Ghul is more on the back end.
Okay.
A shadow-like figure, you know, not really known by the public, you know, not seen too much by the public, but he operates out of the shadow. So I'll probably say Hobgoblin is more of an impact as far as in the universe visually from like I would say like civilian perspective, if I have to give that.
I would say operating in the shadow, you operating on the long game planning, right? I mean, what you think about long game planning?
I would think it would be Rajal Ghul, only because I think that mysterious shadowy figure that the regular people don't know about, I feel like that's more, you can do more. Like
okay,
from
visually. But yeah. Are we talking visually from a civilian standpoint, or just universe overall?
I think who has, if you put them together, not really against each other, but who would Batman be like, I need to get to this person quicker, versus Spider-Man, I think I need to get to this person quicker. Like who you think Batman or Spider-Man would be like, I need to stop this person. Who do you think will be having the more urgency, if that makes sense?
I think the Hobgoblin would have that. It was like, okay, he's like actively blowing up stuff, so we gotta go take care of him. But then at the same time, it's like, Raj is in the lab somewhere cooking up something that's gonna be like long-term devastating. Like you're not just blowing up stuff
in the short term or long term. Yeah, I think Rajal Ghul in the long term, you just can't let him go unchecked.
Yeah, you got
versus
knock on the door.
Hobgoblin blowing up buildings, people might get more hurt. Yeah, well, in the short or long term perspective, it's kind of like, who are you worried about more? I will probably. The more worrisome is Rajal Ghul.
It's like if you go up against Hobgoblin, maybe a couple hundred people may
lose their lives,
be casualties, but whenever Raj put his plan in effect, it's going to like the thousands and possibly tens of thousands.
Okay, yeah, I think if I had to give my take on that, I think you can't let Rajal Ghul go unchecked. You have to address him. Hobgoblin is like, okay, I get an alert, something down the street, but if you leave Hobgoblin alone too long, if you don't address him, Rajal Ghul probably has bigger impact once he's done with his plan. So I think that they
might be. His agenda is bigger.
His agenda is bigger. Man, and if you let him execute, if you let Rajal Ghul execute his plan, it's probably going to be extremely devastating. Yeah. But if you don't address Hobgoblin, so
it'll start adding up.
It'll start adding up. So Who are we going with? Who you say overall could have a bigger impact?
I say on a more urgency level, probably Ra's al Ghul. On the you can't let it go unchecked.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like,
Yeah, I agree. I think Ra's al Ghul, you can't let him go unchecked. You can't let him have a couple weekends to plan. Talia al Ghul against Kraven. Now, Talia al Ghul is the daughter of Ra's al Ghul. Talia al Ghul, assassin strategist, global ties. She achieves ties to global plot. Manipulate through love and legacy. Turns family into warfare. Long game chess player. Kill scale is hundreds via league, or her operation is considered can expand to hundreds of thousands. Her global threat level is global manipulation. She hasn't confirmed any real superhero kills, but Kraven turns Superman into prey. What am I saying? Not Superman. Turns Spider-Man into prey. Obsessed with proving dominance. Psychological hunt and physical domination. Will cross any line to will. His kill scale is dozens, and his threat level is considered elite hunter. What do you all think about their impact? Now, Talia al Ghul is kind of like Ra's al Ghul. If you let her go unchecked,
I'm probably going to go with her again. I'm probably going to go with her because Kraven is like, he's doing it for a sport. He's not necessarily going after civilians. He's often hired by other people to take down other people. He's not really going out doing anything to civilians. He's not known throughout the world like that.
I mean, I'm less familiar with Talia than I am with Kraven, but if you say this Ra's al Ghul's daughter, so I'm pretty sure she's like a carbon copy maybe.
Hey,
probably not as good, but
Well, you got to think about it. Think about what I just said. I'm gonna go back to one of the other part, and I think Talia al Ghul is cool because she's really cool because she'll manipulate through love and legacy. But think about Kraven is right here. It says Kraven turns Spider-Man into prey.
Yeah.
So if Kraven objective is to take out Spider-Man, if there's no hero, you think that would be a greater impact?
I mean, I could
because his goal is to take out Spider-Man.
But you can apply that to any of the Spider-Man villains when they are trying to take out Spider-Man. When they set a trap for him, that's just on the same level of, hey, I'm just trying to take out Spider-Man. But he's not necessarily blowing up a bank to get to Spider-Man. Like, he's actually setting booby traps, like a rope trick or something, just to get Spider-Man. It's not. His goal is not just to cause havoc in the area. He will actually walk down the street like looking like a normal person.
Well, every villain not trying to take out Spider-Man. Their objective is city or global domination.
But what else is Kraven doing besides
his point is I'm gonna kill Spider-Man.
That's his only objective. I'm sorry.
It's also assuming that he's even able to do it though.
Yeah, it's his only. If it's your only objective is to take out Spider-Man, it's not really. He's just a regular villain just trying to take out Spider-Man. But he's more efficient at it. Yeah. I think he's way more efficient than any of the villains because he's more like. Well,
Kraven
his traps are a little bit corny, but they work.
I mean, he has one up Spider-Man a couple times.
Yeah, he definitely had one.
Got a grudge.
Yeah,
that's what it seemed like.
In her universe, like she actually successfully did some.
Well, I mean, who do you think would be more devastating if they achieve their objective? Let's look at it like that. If Talia achieves her objective,
well, you said hers is global domination.
Global domination.
I feel like that's more than just killing Spider-Man.
Well,
you just got New York that's in trouble. But then
that's more than just killing Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, domination. But if Kraven win, he kills Spider-Man, and then there's no hold technically
for New York. But then what about all the other cities?
Well,
global domination.
But let's not forget, in the Spider-Man universe, he's not the only superhero there. Of course,
this is true. Yeah.
But if global domination happened, it would be like it don't matter how many more other villains in the Batman universe. Like global domination is global domination.
Okay, all right. Hey, I'm with it. Okay,
cool. But as far as like an imminent threat to the hero, then I would go with
the imminent threat. So just overall, who we going with? I think we're looking at their impact level. I think Talia al Ghul will have a definitely
Right.
more impact.
Because it's like she's just, she's like, hey, I'm trying to get this objective. If Batman getting away, then we'll deal with him. But Kraven, he's like, the objective is Spider-Man.
Right.
Because
So it's
like also a note, like one of her objective was to seduce Batman.
I mean, yeah, but I think she did that.
What was her reason
She
behind-
definitely
Yeah.
seduced
What was her
Batman.
reason
Damian
behind it? Just to see if she could
Damian
do it?
Wayne got born.
Yeah, don't do that. Damian Wayne's got to do a DNA test. Anyway.
Got to do a 23.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I'm with that.
We going with Talia al Ghul?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I agree, Talia al Ghul. I was throwing some curveballs in there with Craven. So Catwoman, burglar, whatever you want to label her. Her morals are great. Challenge Batman emotionally and ethically. Often helps as much as she harms. Her scale on diabolicalness is very limited, not really. Her kill scale is minimum. Her threat level will be considered low and medium, but she hasn't really killed any superhero. Vulture, high risk serial crime or criminal. Engage civilians through reckless theft, motivate by, to survive, cause real catastrophic damage, even though I don't know if the right word, it's not really catastrophic. He's flying with wings. His kill scale is dozens, but indirect dozens. So not really trying to focus on anybody. His threat level is medium. Who do you think will have a more impact on the city?
I think it would be Vulture just because of his the danger level. And then Catwoman, I never really saw her as like a true villain. She's more like an anti-hero. Like,
Yeah, she's not really.
like you said in your list, like she helps every now and then. I'm like, she just wants some, jewelry, and it's a douche
she
Batman
does.
every now and then. Like,
Well, I mean, I think how would she impact the city? She's taking stuff, stealing stuff.
stealing
Yeah,
stuff,
it's like a
a
crime.
financial burden. But
Yeah, natural burn. I think kind of this Catwoman don't really cause a big threat unless you buy a lot of jewelry or you're rich.
Yeah.
Vulture just destroying, but he's indirect kill scales. He don't really.
She doesn't necessarily team up with the other villains, so it's not really.
Nah.
Not often. Nah. So yeah, Vulture.
Yeah, I go with Vulture.
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay, Vulture. Harley Quinn. Impact versus Scorpion. Harley Quinn, Joker, Chaos Amplifier. Capable of brutal violence and unpredictable swings, which that's weird. I guess you be swinging a hammer a lot.
Probably
Emotional
mood
violence. What?
mood swings, maybe.
Yeah, mood swings. So mood swings, chaotic, uncontrolled emotionally, which makes her dangerous. Her wild card for factors in Gotham. Her kill scale is dozens. Threat level is medium high, unpredictable. Scorpion, created as a weapon, fueled by rage, physical hunter, violence first problem solver, which that's weird. Violence first problem solver. Interesting.
Like a shoot first, ask questions later. Type of
Shoot,
person.
there you go. Shoot first, ask question. Personal vendetta energy, kill scale is dozen. His threat level is considered focus brutality high, but no confirmed villains to be killed. Now, Harley Quinn by herself. Think about Harley Quinn, not Harley Quinn with Joker. Harley Quinn by herself. I think Harley Quinn ain't capable of too much chaos because I think sis, she got some form of moral code there, but she does kill.
Yeah, but I feel like she's not doing it by herself.
You don't think so?
Harley Quinn, I mean, she's always with someone.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I've
matter.
seen her
Like
solo.
she's not doing it by herself. Like her actually doing something by herself. The only thing I can recall is capturing Batman on her own, but then the Joker gets mad. But then it's like her going out there doing something on her own. Like nah, it's very minuscule. So I'm definitely gonna say Scorpion. Like yeah, he don't need nobody to help him. Like he is definitely like he's known by the local officials, the police. Like they got him on video. Like yeah, definitely the Scorpion. Like,
So I'm not really familiar with Scorpion. What is
It will be a problem if you leave him unchecked. I think Harley Quinn, if you wait to take out Harley Quinn, her successfulness of her crimes can be maybe on a massive scale. I think Scorpion should like to go around and blow the city up. Harley Quinn probably has a bigger plan, maybe like to go free Joker to make more of an impact, or to help small time criminals. But who do we think has a bigger impact?
Oh, definitely Scorpion. Because even in some of the comic book where he go up against other villains, he actually beat the other villains to a certain extent. Harley Quinn going up against other villains is like,
well, no, not for them to go up.
Well, yeah, not to, but just for the impact. Like who is? I'm like, regardless, maybe I'm rambling.
Okay,
Scorpion.
I think Harley Quinn. I think if you leave Harley Quinn unchecked, some bullshit gonna happen.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, because I can't really separate her from her ability to team up with other people, especially the Joker. Like, like on her own, it's like,
nah.
I don't think there's a such thing as a true solo Harley Quinn. Like she's gonna need some goons or somebody.
Yeah.
To back her, so back her up. So I'm like, just her potential to her access to the Joker. I think that increases her threat.
Okay, so you say Scorpion?
Yeah, definitely Scorpion.
Yeah, I think I would say Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I think
purely because of her access to the Joker.
Yeah, I think Harley Quinn will have a bigger impact on a lot of things. Clayface versus Electro. So Clayface, shapeshifter, deceives, infiltrates, kills, identity theft, morph into weapon, cause chaos beyond anyone. Tragic monster, huge threat potential. Kill scale is dozens to 100. Threat level is like infiltrated nightmare, which is a unique way to put it. Electro, citywide blackout potential. Raw power endanger millions indirectly. Destruction fueled by reminisce or resentment. Who is he trying to go at? I forgot his story, but his destruction is fueled by resentment, uncontrolled disaster in human form. His kill scale is 100, blackout and explosion. Threat level is considered extreme, citywide scale. None of them have confirmed to kill any superhero. Who do you think will have a better impact on the city?
So when you said infiltration nightmare, that's like one of the first things that came to my mind is like he has ability to
like morph and change.
So he's like, he can get anywhere. He can turn himself into the president and get the nuke codes if he want to. If he, plan it out. So it's like,
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so he's got potential to to do some stuff depending on what he decide he want to do.
Yeah.
Like what is his main motivation for
Clayface? I mean, he got mad when he got he was an actor and he got upset that he couldn't get the more putty, and he fell in and he just went mad that he couldn't continue to be a thriving actor. I mean, it's more to it
so
than
it's
that.
Just
he's just anger. He's just mad.
Just causing destruction.
Yeah, causing destruction.
So I mean, somebody
and going back and fighting the mob bosses or whoever he was into it with during his filming days.
Yeah, so I'm like, if he decided to, he could decide to infiltrate somewhere and get some access to some highly dangerous weapons.
Yeah, but also Clayface is pissed, like he's mad, but he's not like, I'm finna go kill some kids either. He's not gonna go do that. He's not
like blow up the world type.
No, he's not. I'm gonna go kill and blow up, kill. He's not that type. Now Electro, like I'm trying to get as much energy as possible and blow some up.
Like I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah, I feel like Electro will probably be the one. I feel like Clayface, in some way, shape, or form, he'd always trying to find a way to get back to his original self, whether it's through a surgery or getting more putty, or like he's not going out there. If he is going out there robbing banks, he's robbing a bank to get money to pay for a procedure or to get something done to get back to. I feel like that's his goal. Do we team up a lot with other people? Not really. But Electro, that boy.
Yeah,
Electro is definitely. I know he always used to get hired by other villains or mob bosses or higher up people, but yeah, he definitely caused some damage. Yeah, Electro is.
Yeah, I don't think Electro really. I don't think Clayface really wants to go like, I'm gonna take the kids out, take the women out. I don't think that's his. Now, if you get in his way, he gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, he did.
So yeah, given that, like, just given their motivation difference, I would give it to Electro.
Yeah, I'll give it to Electro
as
too.
As far as like potential, like I think Clayface got more potential because I'm like, I would liken him to like a Mystique. Like,
yeah, that makes
like,
sense.
Think if he had the the motivation that like Mystique had, like you
To
see
go
all
to-
the
okay.
wild shit she be doing. She
Yeah,
be
no,
in the
no,
offices,
Mystique's-
in government offices and stuff.
Right. But
So
yeah,
it's like,
I don't think Clayface.
He could, but he doesn't have that objective. So like that brings it down a little bit.
Okay. I think
So I would go
Electro.
with
Electro?
Oh, Electro, yeah.
Okay. We got Killer Croc against Rhino. So Killer Croc, predatory violence from Gotham Shadow. Predatorial violence from Gotham Shadow. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Thrives where the city forgets people exist. Brutal physicality and major threat. Monsters that feel real. Eliminate kill scale is dozens to 100. His threat level is urban terror. Hasn't really killed any superhero. Rhino is a human wrecking ball. Massive property destruction. Brute force. Collateral damage. Unstoppable pressure. His kill scale is dozen, mostly indirect. Threat level is physical devastation. And again, hasn't really killed any superheroes. Who do you think caused more of a threat? Now, I think Killer Croc he's not out in the daylight.
No.
Not in the daylight. He's in the sewers, minding his business. But I don't think Batman can go be like, you know what, I'm gonna take out Killer Croc. It's gonna be a breeze. Killer Croc is pretty crazy, pretty tough. Rhino, I think, from my experience with Rhino, it's gonna sound bad, but Rhino's a fucking idiot.
Oh, I agree. I was just about to say the same thing. He's not smart at all.
He is not smart at all. He always getting outsmarted by the smallest thing from Spider-Man, getting whooped. He's not really smart. But who has a bigger impact if he go left unchecked?
Yeah, I do gotta say, Rhino have even gotten outsmart and witted by civilians. Like, he is not smart at all.
Yeah, he's always just like a smash. Like,
yeah, man, it's
like
pretty bad.
Before Smart Hulk came around.
Before
Smart Hulk.
Like Rhino even got
smashed.
captured by the local police one time in a comic book I read. Like, oh man, Rhino is pretty bad. So I don't think he's accomplishing anything. But
so what about Killer Croc's intelligence level? Like, is he like more a plotting type of guy?
No, I think Killer Croc doesn't really have I'm finna go tear the city up. He kind of hangs out in the sewer a lot. But
so it's just like
I feel
you
like
go down there, it's like, all right.
It's like, why are you bothering me? But I feel like he's a story filler.
Ooh, that's kind of disrespectful.
So it's kind of
he's a
like
dangerous
these two.
story filler.
He's a story filler.
He's a dangerous story filler.
Yeah, he's
still.
dangerous. I would still give it to Killer Croc because he can.
It's like in the
He can actually, I don't want to keep looking into from. If he actually put his mind to it, clearly he's more smarter than Rhino. But Killer Croc used to be a human,
he used to, but he wants money, so he do partner up with other villains.
Yeah,
he don't tend to be solo. But Killer Croc is also tough for Batman to kill. We got to outsmart him, obviously, but he's not gonna just run up and just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna throw a few punches and that's it."
So are we factoring in the challenge that they pose to the actual superhero, or just
The impact,
strictly like the whole universal impact?
Yeah, how much impact do they have in that universe as far as destruction, chaos, kill, just devastation, right?
Well, then
I don't think Killer Croc has that much. And Killer Croc tends to not be by himself when he's got a plan. He's like you said, he's a filler villain. When if I'm going to get Bane, I may come across Killer Croc on my way to go get Bane.
Yeah,
but Killer Croc won't be the objective.
Yeah,
as far as a superhero,
he's a filler spot. Like he just let me throw him in every once in a while, and then
So if we going like impact overall, then it would probably be Rhino. But I think Killer Croc the difficulty level is probably a little bit higher.
Oh yeah, Killer Croc difficulty is probably way higher than Rhino.
I bet some people in the comments like,
what are you guys talking about?
Y'all know who Killer Croc and Rhino is. Spider-Man. All right, so verdict, devastation wise, I would say Rhino too.
Yep. Rhino, definitely.
Hugo Strange, impact versus Chameleon. So Hugo Strange effectively studies to expose Batman, manipulate Arkham and his inmates, attack identity from the inside, use psychological as a dominance and destruction, eliminate or kill scale is low but indirect. Low direct, high indirect. His threat level is hero diminish, which is not really high at all. Chameleon, master interpreter, and he's a master interpretation, and he likes to infiltrate. Undermines the trust of allies. Use deception as a primary weapon. Threat, identity, and security. Kill scale is low. Threat level medium. Espionage threat, like a Metal Gear Solid Snake. These are kind of like low level villains, but who have a more impact? I think Hugo Strange, because Hugo Strange be trying to manipulate things going on in Arkham Knight, and that's for all. Which one?
Hugo Strange.
Yeah, Hugo Strange is being Arkham Knight, and that's where all the villains are. And if you manipulate that, you letting out all the villains.
Hugo Strange ain't accomplished nothing. So no, I'm good.
He ain't accomplished nothing.
He ain't never accomplished outside of Arkham trash.
Oh, trash? No, he can be trash.
Chameleon is the same, just like Clayface. Like,
yeah,
depending on if he get the right motivation or somebody in his ear.
I forgot what Chameleon looked like, but yeah, Hugo Strange, they ain't doing it.
Chameleon. Now you saw Chameleon. He appeared in one of the Spider-Man games, just very briefly. So again, not a high impact, but I think Hugo Strange will definitely have a bigger impact because he's manipulating all the inmates and prisoners in Arkham Asylum, which is the problem. Because that's where Batman goes.
It could be a problem if he can somehow get them on one accord.
One accord and get them all out.
If he can do that,
yeah,
then that would be a problem. But you saying
he ain't never accomplished nothing. He ain't even get far like trash. Sorry.
Well, I think Hugo Strange. The fact that you can manipulate the inmates in Arkham, which include a lot of other big villains too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You let them all out, you manipulate them, you get them all on one accord. That could be extremely dangerous.
Depending on who in there, though.
Depending on who in there.
If Joker in there, he's gonna run the show.
Chameleon,
100%.
Oh yeah. All right, cool. All right, Mr. Freeze impact over Sandman. Mr. Freeze commit crime to save his wife. Turns tragedy into collateral damage. Freezes and endangers civilians. Empathetic, but still lethal. Estimate kill scale is dozen to 100. I would say even thousands. Threat level is high, and he's trying to free the entire city so he can save his wife. Sandman caused massive damage in fight scenes / when he escapes. His morality is gray, sometimes redeemable. Hurts people while trying to survive. His kill scale is low. Threat level is medium, high collateral damage. Now these are kind of similar because Mr. Freeze don't want to. He kills, but he don't want to kill everybody. He want to free the city so his wife can come out and he get a cure for what is it? Nora? I forgot Mr. Freeze's wife. I'm gonna search in a second. Now Sandman,
Eleanor.
There, yeah, I think that we probably wrong. Now
Sandman, I can hear Arnold Schwarzenegger saying it.
Eleanor.
Yeah, I can hear him saying it.
So Sandman, I don't think Sandman is truly evil. I think he wants to try to redeem himself at the same time because he has helped Spider-Man and apologized to Spider-Man, but he also still partnered with crazy villains to do stupid stuff, like in Spider-Man No Way Home, where he was acting a fool. But who do you think has a more impact to the city? I say Mr. Freeze.
100%.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mr. Freeze, but I was gonna acknowledge my bias because that's one of my first introductions to Batman from the George Clooney Batman with Arnold Schwarzenegger was free.
That was your first introduction to Mr. Freeze?
I think that was my first introduction. So like that, when I think of Mr. Freeze, I'm picturing Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh no. You gotta look up the Mr. Freeze that's from the Batman series, the one that was tearing up.
No, I seen that too, but that was after I had already watched that image. That's the secondary image that pops up. But the first image I picture is Arnold
that movie was terrible.
It was good for how old was I at the time? 10, 11 years old.
That movie was terrible then. It's just funny now, but it was still terrible.
It's one of them good bad movies. One of the bad movies you like to watch. You like to hate. But no, I'm going Mr. Freeze because if he frees the whole city, then that's a problem.
So, but his objective is not to.
No, it's collateral damage.
But in some cases, he has successfully freezing over giant parts of the city.
Yeah.
And
Like that may not be his goal to hurt people, but he's like, hey, if y'all die from hypothermia because I want my wife to be able to walk around and experience the city, then oh well. So
like even Robin, right? He froze Robin to a certain point of almost like being gone.
They don't really ever show too much killing going on.
Yeah, until you get to like Deadpool or something.
Yeah, they don't really show too much.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man holds out a little bit more, right?
Who?
As far as people actually getting killed, Spider-Man.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody die. But
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
like it's like an implication. Like
it's an implication that
if the Joker blow up a building, like, hey, somebody in that apartment building died.
All right, so we're going with Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, I think Mr. Freeze, man. He wanna get it in. He gonna freeze you. Gonna freeze some other things too. Riddler impact over the Lizard impact. So the Riddler turned intelligence into deadly trap. Needs Batman to validate his ego. Use puzzles as execution. Puzzle to create traps that leads into more crime. His kill scale is dozens to 100. Threat level is high. Target psychological warfare. Lizard turns a cure into a monster outbreak. Threat citywide. Targets tragedy plus horror mix. If that makes sense. Force Peter into a fight. Force Peter to fight his mentor or a mentor. I think he was his mentor. I don't remember. His kill scale is potentially 1,000. Threat level extreme. Biological apocalypse risk. Who has a more impact?
Like just like off a knee jerk, I would say Lizard, because Riddler you just want to see if he could stump Batman. And
yeah,
like
but
if some stuff happened along the way, then that's cool. But I don't think his goal is destruction.
Do y'all remember the movie Batman and Robin?
You know what? I was just thinking. I was gonna say I am not gonna go off of that. You talking about when he took over all the knowledge of
and
people,
took out information.
and with Jim Carrey with the thing.
Yeah,
that don't count.
That too. Like that's another one of my nostalgic things. Like I just see Jim Carrey with that doggone sticker thing on his forehead.
That do not count. That is not how the Riddler. That is not what the Riddler does. He plant bombs all over the city.
Canon.
It is canon. Funny as hell.
I mean, think about it. He taking all the information. He got Batman. Like, I mean, it's a very powerful threat level.
But do you think he would actually try to tap into people? Remember, people were looking at the TV and he was taking their brain energy.
Yeah, getting the information.
When had he ever done that in any other setting?
He had not. But see,
that's a movie. That's
right. Look, we're not gonna know if it's canon or not. But I should take bits and pieces of what they done.
Yeah,
but if you look at the last,
but that can't be your start, your base, or how you base it off.
No, it ain't my base. My base would be.
It will be yours.
No, it's a fact. But that would be my that would be my introduction to
that would be your
before
introduction.
I got into the cartoons.
But I'm gonna still pick them because if Batman not there to solve them riddles, like that city gonna blow up.
He ain't lying. The Lizard want to do an outbreak though. He want to turn everybody into a lizard.
Has he ever been? Because I'm basing the scale of how close were you successful.
Well, no, we're not basing it off if they were successful. Just what their impact would be, just if they were left alone.
If they were left alone, good Lord, Lizard man, because the Riddler's not going to do that without some type of confrontation from Batman. If Batman didn't exist, he ain't doing that shit.
Yeah, I would say. That's what I would say.
Because
the Riddler, he only lives to irritate Batman.
Yeah, he ain't doing shit.
I haven't seen him like actively try to kill Batman or anybody else. It's like he just want to be like, "Hi, I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you." And I feel like if Batman is not there to play the game with him, it's like he was just sitting in his corner.
But the funny, it's stupid because Batman is first a specialized detective. He's a detective, so I don't get why Riddler. I mean, I guess
that's the whole point.
Yeah, it's the ego.
It's the ego. And
so, like I got a one up on. He couldn't solve it, or you're doing it for the thrill of the chase. But Lizard Man, oh yeah, he was gonna do that to himself regardless if Spider-Man was in the picture or not. So
an outbreak over riddles and trap is more.
Oh yeah, definitely. If they're left alone, oh yeah, he gonna turn the city into iguanas.
That's one of them things. Like if there's no Batman, I don't think there would be no Riddler.
Yeah, it definitely.
But,
yeah.
Lizard would still be trying to turn us into lizards.
Okay, lizard.
Yeah.
Lizard. Oh yeah.
Two-Face impact versus the Venom impact. So Two-Face turns justice into a chance for a base execution, make Gotham host into Gotham horror, force Batman to face personal failures, represents morale collapse, kill scale is dozen to 100, threat level is corruption of justice. Hasn't killed any superhero. Venom attacks Peter personally without a mass barrier, use Spider-Man powers without morality, stalks identities and relationships, embodies Peter's what if I snapped. Kill scale dozen varies by the host, threat level is high, elite hunter, and personal vendetta. Who do you think has a better impact in their world?
Venom.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Venom?
I mean, Two-Face is just an attorney general turned bad guy. He ain't doing nothing. That's not his. I don't know what his true motive is. Probably to get back to normal, but he got.
You talking about Two-Face?
Yeah.
I mean, to use
No, because he got normal and then
then
he did it, and like intentionally scarred his face up again.
right, but Two-Face wants to turn the the failed morality of the city against it.
Yeah, I would think he just wants to expose the hypocrisy.
Yeah,
He wants
the
everybody to
hypocrisy
see
and well, we talking about
acknowledge it.
Venom, a symbiote.
Yeah, Venom is
I think
Now the wrong host. Venom I can't say Venom because Venom is with Eddie Brock, but with the symbiote host, whoever the host is, that would determine a scale of power. But
he wouldn't choose somebody that wouldn't be worth it, right?
I think the symbiote,
symbiote?
because it's an alien entity, I think eventually as time goes on, it corrupts you completely.
right, but so
Who would be more devastating to the city over time?
The symbiote is a actual like a actual being. Right?
Yeah, it's
and
actual
it's
being.
like it has actual intelligence.
yeah, but
So-
Venom himself, Venom's not gonna blow the city up.
Right.
I think it'll be eventually a takeover, like an actual takeover, if not completely unchecked. Because over time, that's why he got rid of the symbiote off of his body. But it's kind of weird. Do I see Two-Face actually born with the city? He even change back or eventually try to change back to his normal self and do more justice, because he always had that idea that Bruce always believed in him and he could come back to normal. It's just I'm not sure what story we going off of.
Well, I think Venom mission is just to terrorize Spider-Man. I don't think he really has anything else outside of that.
Yeah, because it's based off of, like you said, the host, which is Eddie Brock,
Right.
who has an actual grudge with Peter.
Yeah.
Right.
So the threat is like directly to Peter with existential threat around like just casualties and stuff. But
Yeah, but we're not gonna see Two-Face.
Two-Face gonna he gonna tear the city up. He crime boss. He
and then
gonna
he
rob.
teams up with people, right?
Right, teams up with people.
I see him as a side character, a side villain. He's not the main.
Yeah, I don't think he's our main. Venom is a main villain.
Yeah, Venom
Two-Face
is a
more
main
of
villain.
Side villain. Yeah.
Two-Face, you see him there playing cards with some of the other clowns and people doing like still regular human stuff. Like he's not lost his mind. Well, he lost his mind, but then he's not. You ain't gonna see like a whole comic of just.
No, you won't.
Two-Face doing a whole bomb sequence or something.
Right, but just because you have a bigger name as a villain doesn't mean my objective is to blow the city up. Like go back to Clayface. Clayface not trying to tear the city up.
Mm-hmm.
He's not trying to tear the city up. But does Clayface have a more impact on the city than a Two-Face? No, because Two-Face is.
So
I would say he would.
He ain't lying. Well, no, Clayface is not organized crime. Two-Face is organized crime.
But he don't have goons.
He do have goons. Two-Face do have.
Yeah.
Two-Face has goons.
Those the dudes with the half.
Two-Face.
Oh
the
my
mask.
God! Are we
That's it.
cherry picking? What?
We're not cherry picking. Remember,
That's just what I think of when I think of Two-Face. I know
remember,
he got goons.
don't think about how powerful the villain is. Think about what impact does this villain have on the city in their respective universe.
And
If they're left alone.
Yeah, and I was thinking you saying if they left alone.
If they're left alone,
That's
who would cause more damage? I
That's
think
the only
Two-Face.
thing. Yeah, that's what sitting there thinking, I'm like, that's what would lead me towards Two-Face, because Venom's point is to Peter.
Yeah, that's it.
And if he didn't have Peter to mess with, then I'm sure he would find something else to mess up. But,
Right.
But what
but
exactly
Two-Face,
would
he wants to show the whole city, like, hey, look, this is y'all hypocrisy.
Right.
It's not necessarily just
Okay.
about Batman. He wants everybody to see, like, yo, look, if I blow up some kittens and I blow up some dogs, like,
Right.
one of these is dying, and it's a hypocrisy
Okay,
that you really let
I
stuff
probably am going to
similar
say
to that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
Two-Face.
convince you. I'm just,
no, it ain't that. It just I'm thinking by himself, what would Venom be doing? I mean, I'm not sure how timeline. Are we throwing the whole timeline? Because I know later on, Venom, you know, the symbiote itself it eventually takes over in some.
right. Yeah. So if you stuck them both in the city, there were no superhero to stop them. By 4 or 5 months, which city will be more destroyed?
Venom.
You think Venom?
Yeah, 100%.
I think Two-Face.
I don't think Two-Face would.
He'll be robbing, killing, blowing up, going up against the justice system, keep organized crime. Venom is just, I'm finna come get you, Spider-Man. It's on.
Yeah, that's
But if
what
you
I would
basing
say.
it off of whether if Spider-Man is there or not, what would the symbiote be doing?
That's what I was trying to think, but I'm like, dude, I feel like that would send you down a rabbit hole.
It would. Since,
Are we separating symbiote from Venom? Because
Well, no.
Venom wouldn't be Venom without Eddie Brock
Right.
and
Wait,
the
hold on.
symbiote.
I can say this though. Bringing what you just said in terms of like if you separate the symbiote from whoever the host
Eddie
is,
Brock.
right?
Eddie Brown.
Yeah, so that's one situation. But when you think about Batman's villains, it's very difficult to separate any of them from Batman.
Right.
Because when you really think about it, say like for example, Batman's villains are done by layers. Like Joker is like another side of him psychologically.
Right.
Two-Face psychologically is another side of him, and whoever else, the Penguin, so on and so
Right.
forth. So when you separate all his villains from Batman, you're putting them like in a completely different universe from himself. It's kind of like you separating the symbiote from a host.
Mm.
You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Oh, well, we are doing that.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
and we are doing
think of Batman's villains as symbiotes. Without Batman, like, what would they really be doing?
So I was
Right.
interpreting it as like if you just send the
If-
superhero on vacation or something.
Right. If they were not in town.
not just removing them completely. Just
No, no,
like,
if-
if he go on vacation and come
Correct.
back, like which city would be more messed up?
Yeah, because
That's
in some
Yeah,
cases,
stuff is real tough.
Two-Face, in some cases in the comic books or whatever anime series, whichever one you're watching, you do see Two-Face just chilling with girls,
Yeah, of
having
course.
a drink. You ain't gonna see that with Symbiote. He's going to be
Going after
with
Spider-Man.
Venom.
He's going to be looking for Spider-Man.
but there are some cases where he trying to accomplish something as far as spreading. I've read some comic book where he was trying to take over the city and expand the symbiote.
Well, that's not Eddie Brock, though.
That's symbiote.
Right.
So
But that's
the thing is,
later on,
Right.
because over time, the symbiote does take over your mind.
Well, right, but we're not talking about the symbiote by itself.
We're talking about just Eddie
We're
Brock.
talking about Venom.
'Cause I
Venom,
think-
you can't get Venom without Eddie Brock and symbiote. So those are one person. That's that character.
right. That's what makes it a little
So,
complex.
so,
but
so those-
then if you're talking from the beginning standpoint, it's Eddie Brock. That's just a normal human.
right. So
then,
what
but
we
Venom
don't want to do
is
is separate them. Does Venom cause more damage in the city, or does Two-Face cause more damage in the city?
I'm thinking Two-Face. Like I said, the way I interpret it, if you took Spider-Man, put him on vacation, and took Batman and put him on vacation, I think Gotham would come back. He'd come back to Gotham being a little bit more messed up due to Two-Face
Right.
versus Venom, because Venom's Venom, just Venom, which is the amalgamation of Eddie Brock and the symbiote.
Right.
His goal is to screw around with Peter.
Right. So,
So
maybe
if Peter's on vacation, then he ain't got nothing to really do.
and that's-
Versus
and that-
Two-Face, he
and-
still want to with the city and the government and stuff.
Yeah, see, but I'm probably
Again,
gonna,
I'm not trying to convince you.
yeah, but
I'm just trying to give you all the angles.
I'm probably going to look at it from the standpoint of, because I feel like when we talk about Eddie Brock Venom, that's the beginning, before his mind got completely taken over by Venom. Because the comic book or things that I read is when the Venom has completely taken over and is no longer Eddie Brock talking. It's an alien life form that's wreaking havoc on the city, and by that point, it's no longer about Spider-Man. It's about taking over everything.
So
I'm
the
gonna say
symbiote becomes less of a tool and more of
his
the
own
driver.
Yeah, more because that's what happened with Spider-Man when he had the black suit on. He was losing control.
Okay.
And then he eventually got the suit up off of him because Spider-Man or Peter Parker realized this ain't good for me. It's taking over my mind. It's making me be somebody that I'm not. And it does talk to you.
Yeah, I know.
So I guess that it depends on which stage of Venom we're talking about.
Yeah,
is it early Venom? Is it after that point?
Is it Eddie Brock or just symbiote Venom? Because symbiote Venom is completely different from. But we can't do that. We can't cherry.
Yeah, like I said, it would be going down a rabbit hole.
If the symbiote comes off Eddie Brock, it's not Venom. Venom.
Yes, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But he's saying the symbiote eventually has more control than Eddie Brock does.
Yeah,
so
time.
His motivation changes and becomes less about strictly messing with Peter and more about
another
spreading.
Yeah, because then we can't can we cherry pick and say, are we talking Eddie Brock Venom or just strictly Venom?
Once the symbiote taken over.
Yeah, it goes two different times. But then you're not allowing us to cherry pick.
But it's still technically Venom though.
It technically still is Venom,
but he's just got his mind is a little bit different.
No, it's
but then at that point, then you're cherry picking what timeline we talking in the beginning, in the middle.
Yeah, that's
or
what
the
I'm
end.
saying.
But it's for both ways. Which are you allowing us?
Yeah, because in your head, which version are you thinking?
We're just talking if Spider-Man is the hero and he went on vacation. If
Two-Face left alone
and he's left alone, when these heroes come back, what damage has been done?
So
it's kind of
my mindset is based on the version of Venom where Eddie Brock is still the one with the main motivation. So
yeah,
with that being the case, I'm picking Two-Face.
Yeah, because I feel like Spider-Man always bring a little bit of humanity back to Eddie Brock in some way, shape, or form, or by getting the Venom off of Eddie Brock with a ultrasound thing or something. I'm talking too much. I'm still gonna say Venom.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I say Two-Face. That's what I think. Over a period of time, that city gonna be up when Penguin Impact versus Kingpin Impact. All right, Penguin runs Gotham crime like a business empire. Corrupt elite and institution use violence and class power. Survive by influence. Kill scale hundreds via criminal enterprise. Threat level is high. He's head of organized crime. Kingpin controls the city through money and fear. Destroys lives indirectly. Corrupt laws, media, and politics. Makes crime feel normal. Kill scale thousands on a systematic scale of death. Threat level is considered extreme. Citywide institutional control. Who has a bigger impact?
Kingpin, 100%. I think the Penguin crime level is mediocre. If less unchecked, he's not taking completely over the city. I think established wise, Kingpin has more, or at least the Kingpin that I'm thinking of. He had a building. He had people that reported to him. He even some villains that he had under his wing. I don't think Penguin necessarily have other villains under his wing where he tells them what to do. Kingpin is very or drastically way more manipulative than the Penguin. It's drastically more. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you but it's like in my head I'm like neither one of them are really like. I feel like it's just like the Bloods and Crips.
Y'all should just go be rappers, get into a beef, and then shoot each other.
They just like they're street gangs because like they don't pose any serious threat outside of just making the city unsafe and making their pockets bigger. But it's like neither one of them have like ambitions of destroying the city. They just want to
take over, make more money, take over,
make more money. But as far as effectiveness of doing that, I would go with Kingpin.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'll go with Kingpin. I think he's into politics and want to control the system. Kingpin is just like I'm just the mob boss that's kind of like low level.
And then I'm still picturing Danny DeVito.
Oh my god.
Like,
Daddy DeVito.
you can't take that. You can't take that penguin serious.
yeah.
You can't do him like that. He was a good penguin.
You watch the
No. It was good, but it's just like if you look at him and like
You watch the
they did it on purpose though.
TV show?
No,
I
I ain't
didn't.
watched
I
it
didn't
yet.
have
No,
HBO
no.
at the time.
Y'all
But
better.
but I heard it's
It'll
amazing.
completely change your
I heard it was
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
check it out. Wow,
Yeah.
we behind. We behind. I think that's a pretty easy one. I don't think there's really any gray areas here. I think Kingpin will have a better impact than the Penguin. Poison Ivy, impact versus Carnage impact. All right,
not fair.
Poison Ivy kills
This shit ain't
and
close.
causes equal. She seduces and controls. She uses plant to seduce and control things as weapon, which is weird. Threaten mass harm to ideology. Believes she's the hero. Kill scale 100. Eco terror events and bio attacks. Threat level environmental and biological destruction. Carnage murder with joy, with no hesitation, no resistance. Mass casualty threat by default. Focus on enemy to team up. Evil with no logic, chest and appetite. Kill scale hundreds of thousands, serial mass murder. Threat level is considered maximum. Extinction level of violence if it's unchecked.
I don't think this is even fair.
Yeah, this is not fair at all.
Well, hold on.
Well, hold on. I would say it's kind of like apples or oranges because like with Poison Ivy, it's a lot slower.
It's a lot slower.
And then the thing is like you probably won't even realize the damage is done until it's too late. Because let's just say if she starts spreading her vines and stuff in everybody's house and all these office buildings and it's spread throughout the city, it gets to the point where you can't get rid of it unless you get rid of the city.
Right.
Carnage is just like
He's the one person.
Left,
He's just the one.
I said with Carnage, there's not going to be a city
you know
left.
what I'm saying, like, but that's the thing, like, and that's the beautiful thing about Poison Ivy is that like she does everything subtly and she can gain control. With Carnage, she's just a beast. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh man!
Now,
Y'all
like I said, it's unfair because
No,
it sounds like it's
not unfair. Think about it.
no, but I'm saying it would seem like we were diminishing Poison Ivy's effect, which I don't agree with because I'm like you said, like Poison Ivy can do some damage, but when you put him next to Carnage, it's like
Well, no. See, think about it. Carnage is one person. He has to go around and kill people one by one or 3, 4, 5, 6 at a time, whatever it is, right? It takes a lot of time for Carnage to build up his destruction scale. Poison Ivy can be like, all right, I'm gonna go drop this seed, takes over the city and start tearing up stuff on massive scale because it's not just I'm putting plants everywhere. These plants are alive, they're attacking, they're eating, they're killing, and she believes she's the hero. She thinks she's saving the city by taking over everything.
I want you over my house cutting my grass like you're supposed to be. Well, too bad for you.
Now,
has she ever?
Now, just because Carnage kills at a slower rate, which I would assume, than Poison Ivy would if you let her do her thing, but who would cause a more impact on the city
if they're left alone.
if they're left alone?
Like I said,
I don't think Poison Ivy is a killer. I think.
I think her main goal is to prevent plants from getting killed.
Yeah, I think
But
she's a. I still put her on the same level as Harley Quinn, side character.
like
She's
she
not. She's like, what is your main objective besides protecting plants? Carnage, just by himself, he's not necessarily tied to Spider-Man, but just by himself, even the person that he take or have control over, he's a mass murderer.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, he just.
like I said,
Yeah, he's a lunatic. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, I don't even think, like, even on the scale of just like him, if they would have versus each other. But I know that's not what we're talking about. But crazy as hell.
I think you made a good point. I don't think Poison Ivy is like, I'm finna go kill everybody. She should want to take over the city and see her plants grow, or she said her babies grow. Carnage is like, from start, I'm killing anything
his
and
name is
everything.
Carnage.
Yeah,
that's his name. His name is Carnage.
I ain't got
Like I
nobody
said-
to stop me. Oh, I'm going.
Pause.
Poison Ivy, you come back, the whole city may be covered in plants, but with Carnage, you may come back and it may not be a city.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Carnage will, eventually kill everybody. Okay. But you can't leave Poison Ivy unchecked either.
No, you definitely can't.
So Carnage. I got Carnage.
I got Carnage.
Yeah, I mean Carnage 100%. I mean more of an impact. Like she still attends galas and parties. Like
Yeah, she do be out in the streets acting like she normal.
But anywho,
Scarecrow versus Mysterio. Scarecrow, weaponized fear on citywide scale, mentally tortures victims for research. Turn psychological into terror. I might even saying that right. Leave lasting trauma beyond the event. Kill scale dozens to hundreds. Fear, death, and suicide. Threat level is high. Mass psychological collapse. Mysterio gaslights reality and public perception. Frames Spider-Man and ruin trust. Use illusion as a weapon to control. Turn trust into inability. A kill scale is low indirect, high indirect. Panic-driven event. Threat level high, social and trust. I don't even know what that word is, but he's gonna mess with sociological trust.
Destabilization.
The destabilization. Damn. All right, who has more of an impact on the field? I think this kind of a.
I think this a toss up.
It's a toss up.
Because they sound very similar. I feel like they both would do the same thing, like take over the city, have everybody in like a constant state of nightmare and terror.
I think Scarecrow actually makes you act upon those things. Like if you perceive somebody else to be different or you want to stab somebody, versus Mysterio doesn't have that. I'm making you seem like, or is it?
It's an illusion. It's gaslight illusion.
It's both illusions because it's the Scarecrow is like the gas will make you feel like somebody's attacking you, so you would want to attack them back. And Mysterio is like can pretty much do the same thing, but just like with different methods. I feel like they're the same powers,
different methods.
But Mysterio doesn't act. It's not fear. It's just
it's not fear. That's the big difference.
Yeah.
So I think Scarecrow.
I would give it to Scarecrow based off of the fear. Fear level,
because you can give me illusions and mirages, but I'm not afraid. I just may be tricked.
So what are their motives? Like, what is Mysterio's motive for?
He's kind of like a Clayface. He had some previous experience with special effects, and it didn't come to light. So I think his real mission ain't that crazy.
It's not destruction.
It's not destruction. That's not his objective. I'm gonna go destruct, even though it comes along with that. But Scarecrow is. I'm trying to.
I feel like he does still try to prove a point to Batman or other villains. He's not just only tied to Batman, because he does go after other villains. But then is
Scarecrow, but the Scarecrow is still a part of like regular organized crime.
Yeah, he does.
He's still low. I consider him like a low level, but his impact of the scare toxin is crazy.
Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna give it to
Scarecrow only because of that the fear level.
Yeah, I give it to Scarecrow.
But they still pretty much got the same ability.
Bane versus Dr. Octopus. So Bane study Batman, then break him physically, take over Gotham through strategy, proves Batman he can be systematically defeated, turn victory into humiliation. Kill scale, hundreds, indirect death during Gotham takeover. Threat level is extreme, total city shutdown, hero neutralization. Dr. Octopus nearly destroyed the city through science, take over Peter's body, identity theft at God's level. Identity theft at God level. Believe in intellect, excuse evil, or Believe intellect excuses evil. Turn genius into what is that? Catastrophe. I can't even read. Kill scale dozens to hundreds. Threat level is city-ending technology style. I don't know. Technology over versus ideology, but then I've seen both these movies. I've seen both the anime. If you leave them alone, they both have some crazy impact.
But what are they doing? What is Bane doing if he's left alone? Like
Bane wants to destroy the system.
Yeah,
he wants to destroy the system, but also he's in the League of Shadows, and he can defeat Batman. It's not that if he can defeat Batman.
So then, what is Doc Ock doing? Like,
Doc Ock is like I think it's Spider-Man's second biggest foe outside of.
no, I know that part, but I'm talking about as far as if left unchecked. Like, what is he doing
On the city?
Unchecked? What is he actually doing in the city?
City destruction.
Just
Not
for the hell
really.
of it?
I mean, city destruction through science. He used his intellect as evil. Because when he got the arms, I think they talked to him. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think eventually
because he put that chip in his brain, probably some AI stuff.
I think left alone, Dr. Octopus would just focus on some science and he probably wouldn't even try to take over the city because I think he'll probably get sideswiped by the chip in his brain. But Bane,
Left unchecked is different.
he will actually try to take over something. I'm gonna give it to Bane.
So this might be a little bit presumptuous, but I feel like Bane, like you come back, he'll probably be, he's the mayor or something like he's taking over. But I feel like Doc Ock, he might accidentally blow up the city.
Yeah, he might.
Like, because within in the movie, like he's building that thing that harness the sun's energy, and that shit could have blew up the whole city.
Yeah, he probably gonna mess up.
Right. So it's like he's a genius, but hey, genius still figure out stuff through trial and error, and all it takes is the wrong experiment going wrong.
Okay.
And the city might get leveled. So I would.
Now I will throw this in there, right? Bane has killed a superhero. Bane has killed Alfred.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not. We can't cherry pick the universe.
No, we can't. We can't. But it's just noticeable that he killed.
He has.
He's
He has.
to kill and
How close have this person became to being successful? Bane. Who's more close?
Being successful? Yeah, Bane in his
Yeah.
mission. Yeah, definitely
pretty
Bane.
damn close.
Okay.
I would only give it to Doc Ock only because, like I said, that potential to have an experiment go wrong and blow up and stuff.
Okay. All right.
Versus just like a regime change.
Two goats. Joker impacts over Green Goblin's impact. So Joker kills to prove morality is meaningless. He wants to break Batman code as a main objective. Turn the whole city into a punchline. Create chaos with no end. Kill scale is hundreds to hundreds of thousands, direct and indirect, and mass event. Threat level is considered maximum. Citywide sociological infrastructure collapse. Superheroes he have killed: Jason Todd, indirect responsible and served harm to Barbara Gordon. Green Goblin killed Gwen Stacy, which is Spider-Man's friend and scarred him forever. Attacks Peter's life, not just Spider-Man. Use identity and relationship as a weapon. Turn heroism into personal suffering. Kill scale is dozens to hundreds, focused on targets and destruction. Threat level is considered high. Personal devastation with repeated public attacks. You would kind of know what the answer of this one is, but there's a curveball here. Joker obviously will do more impact to the city, but if Batman ain't there, Joker's bored. Joker's purpose is to destroy and the entertainment of Batman.
Not necessarily.
It's a game for him.
I've always gotten he just do it just because he can.
Right. He at no point meaningless.
Yeah, like even like in Dark Knight, he said, I just do things. Because
yeah,
I don't care. Like, hey, yeah, I think having Batman around to pick at makes it more fun and more entertaining for him. But I think that if Batman wasn't around, I think he would still take over the city and just have everything complete chaos. Sorry.
Nah, it's but if you left Green Goblin alone, Green Goblin gonna tear up the city.
Yeah. That's
now Joker is like, well, nah, because Joker did some crazy stuff. He killed Lois Lane. He made Superman go crazy and did that whole injustice nonsense. God, he did some crazy stuff. But I don't know. I think it's kind of clear who has a bigger impact, but I think about if Batman wasn't around, if Spider-Man wasn't around,
who would have to do more? I mean, clearly it's Green Goblin. I don't.
Destruction,
I still think the Joker, his personality, how he thrives, how he moves, how he entertains himself, whether if it's a punchline or how he thinks it's supposed to work. If Batman ain't there, he ain't gonna do anything. Yeah, he don't mingle and gringle with the other villains. Like he's the one that villains mingles with him. Like he organized stuff, like taking over Arkham. Yeah, he wanted that to try to get Batman to do that. You know, even putting bombs around the city, he does it as a game to see how far Batman will actually go to stop him. If Batman ain't there, he's just like, what am I doing? Like this is not fun. And that can kind of be applied across almost all the universe of the Joker, like comic books, whatever one you read and whatever one you're watching. Batman is always involved. Like I don't think there's. Have we ever seen Joker doing some stuff where Batman is not involved in some way, shape, or form?
I mean, yeah, but I think you really get the Joker's full personality and full destruction when Batman is there.
Yeah.
What would he do if you left him alone?
Nothing.
Like I said, I think he would still be going nuts. I think he would probably get less enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
But I think he would still be going nuts. Green Goblin. Is his motive for destruction tied to Peter? Or is it just...
He used identity and relationships and turned heroism into a personal suffering. And his one of his biggest agenda is to
it sounds like it's to break Peter.
To break Peter. It's kind of similar.
But do you think Green Goblin... I know eventually his mind started to go...
Yeah, because of I forgot what made his mind go.
The serum, I believe.
So. Yeah, I think eventually, I don't know. I don't think they ever expanded upon what that would lead to. But as far as him doing something, I think it'll probably still be. I think more likely it's kind of a 50-50 with the Joker. Would he do something? Would he not do something? He may do something to try to push the notion of if Batman really is gone, because he's going to do something. Like you said, he's going to do something to prompt to see if Batman will come there. Because he's not going to necessarily know if he's just being left alone, but he would definitely. I'm going to blow up the city to see if Batman really will come.
Yeah, but I also
think he would still do it.
Yeah.
I also think Joker will find ways to entertain himself. Whether you know what? Let me go to Metropolis. Let me see what Superman doing. I don't think people from the Spider-Man. I don't think Green Goblin from the Spider-Man. I'm gonna go find some other way to be entertained. I think if Joker is not being entertained by Batman, he's gonna find someone else that will entertain him. But I think he enjoys trying to get Batman to break his morale code.
Oh yeah, he definitely gets more enjoyment.
Oh yeah, he definitely.
But he won't sit back and just be like, "Oh, Batman's gone. Let me just chill."
So I think definitive he'll take over the city.
Yeah.
But then after that, who knows?
Yeah, after that,
Green Goblin. I don't think his goal would be to destroy the city or to take over the city.
Nah, I don't think he'll. I mean, he's going to destroy the city. I think he's going to blow it up, but not.
For the hell of it?
I don't think he's going to be like, I'm going to destroy the city. There's nothing left, and that's it. Joker have blew up nukes. He have blown up a lot of things. He's tore up the city. His purpose is chaos with no purpose.
Yeah. I think so. I'm gonna give it to Joker just because in my head I picture him actually taking over the city, and I don't see Green Goblin with that. I don't see that being his MO.
Yeah, even though I know both of them been through the multiverse, different timelines, they all done all that stuff. But just in their respective universe, I think, again, I mean, I know we had a long debate about it, but at the end of the day, Joker has a bigger impact, period.
Yeah, definitely. He'll definitely have
a much bigger impact.
I also think without Joker, Batman would get bored.
I don't know, but
we'd be just whipping up on all them other ones.
Yeah,
like the Joker is the main one to give him a run for his money.
Throw him in Arkham so they can be hiding. Yeah. But there are a lot more villains out there. I just kind of went over like some of the top ones. There's a lot. They have way more villains, like sub villains, and as you say, filler villains. That's for the in between. But if y'all got a different take on it, different perspective, drop it in the comments. Subscribe, like, and share. That's the best way to support the channel. And if your superheroes leave the city, what will happen? Catch y'all next time.